And these boys and girls here this morning, it's so good to see you. Did you go to the Halloween parade? Did you go to the Halloween parade? Could you see it real good? Have you ever been to a parade or someplace where you couldn't see? Have you ever been someplace where you couldn't see very well? And because you couldn't see, you would say to your mama or your daddy, I can't see. And what do you see mama and daddy sometimes do when there's a parade or something going on? What do they do? What do mom and daddies do for little kids? Yeah, they stand them up. What else do they do? They put them on their shoulders so they can see. Everybody, have you ever wished you were just a little bit taller? Well, one day you will be a little bit taller. Don't wish too hard, because tall people hit their head on things, you know. Short people don't. So today I want to talk to you about a man who was kind of short, and he was standing along the road, and it was kind of like a parade because Jesus was coming by. And this guy was short, and he realized that where he was standing, when Jesus came by, he wouldn't be able to see him. Isn't that terrible? To be in a parade and not be able to see it? So he thought to himself, what in the world am I going to do? And all of a sudden, he looked up and he saw a tree. A sycamore tree. And he thought, if I can get up in that tree, I will have a good vantage point. If I get up in that tree, then I can see him when he goes by. So this is what he did. Now this man, he was a rich man. I can see a little kid. Listen, Brenda. I can see a little kid going up a tree, but a grown man, a rich man, shinning up a tree, it was unheard of, unthinkable. But there he did. He wanted to see Jesus. And you know, when we want something real bad, we make the effort, don't we? He wanted to see Jesus. And his name was Zaccheaus. And when I was first starting out in the ministry, and our girls are real small, they sang a song about this wee little man. And they would do something like this. Now, Zaccheaus was a wee little man. Have you done that before? Have you? Oh, you're so excited. Zaccheaus was a wee little man, and a wee little man, he climbed up in a sycamore tree, his Savior for to see. And as the Savior passed him by, he looked up in the tree. Now, you can point your finger. He said, Zaccheaus, you come down out of that tree, for I'm coming to your house today. You know, I think some of these adults haven't heard that before. Do you know it? Do you know that song? You know it? Okay, come over here. All of you, come over here. Stand right here. The choir is going to help us. Stand right here. And when we do Zaccheaus, now, Brenda, you know it. You know it too. You help us now. And choir, you got to help too. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Zaccheaus was a wee little man, and a wee little man was he. He climbed up in a sycamore tree, his Savior he wanted to see. And as the Savior passed him by, he looked up in the tree and he said, Zaccheaus, you come down. I'm coming to your house today. For I'm coming to your house today. Good. Let's give him a hand. That's great, choir. Fine. And you know, the Lord went to Zaccheaus' house and it changed his whole life. And Zaccheaus opened up his heart and he became very generous in helping people. And we'll hear more about it in the sermon, but maybe your two helpers can tell you just a little bit more about Zaccheaus when you go a little bit later. So thank you for coming today.